G'day punters and welcome to the Wild West, brought to you by Betfair Australia. Jump on the hub, betfair.com.au. Daniel, welcome again.
Thanks, Terry.
How you going? How's the grind? There was a sigh there again.
Look, to be honest, just in 3 words, OBH is a bit deflating, really.
Yeah, no frothies at the in Cottesloe last night.
No, definitely not. We
shelved plans to head out there.
Yeah, for sure. It was one of those ones when there was well over $3 available. It was, I guess, the heart racing. I thought it was probably one of the, if you look at throughout the year, my top 10 betting opportunities of the year. So I've pinned the ears back and tipped it pretty hard on the service. And obviously with the Betfair Origin, we've had a good crack at it, and we've come up short. But that's just the way it goes sometimes.
I think while we've got the opportunity, it'd be, I'd just like to apologise to all Western Australians that are currently supporting us in Origin. We've had a chance to look at our structures that we've put in place and look at the core values that we want to sort of go forward with as a football club and as a betting team. And look, we can only endeavour to do better as we move forward. So
we definitely won't be changing the strategy now. It's all or nothing. We've had 2 bets for 2 seconds. So.
Well, yeah, we have. We're going to need to look at something. I think we're going to need to look at collecting 15 to 20 units on Saturday. So I dare say we'll be looking at something around that $6-7 mark for probably a full whack, I'd suggest.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get stuck into Saturday's meeting. The rail goes back to the True for the first time in 5 or 6 weeks, roughly. Any ideas or any thoughts how it'll play? Or I hate this part every week.
Last time the rail was at True, it was a pretty good on-speed bias. In saying that, last week the rail was at 12, and we made mention that the previous 2 or 3 times before that at the rail at 12, it was on speed, and last week it ended up being, it was inferior to travel on the fence and questionable in the straight if you were close to the fence. So look, at the end of the day, hoping it's a slight on-speed bias, but we'll just we'll reassess once we get a better understanding after a few races. And the good thing about Saturday is we've got some crappy maidens to start, so probably races I won't be getting involved in, so it might get me we'll see how you go.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, might give me a good chance to see how the track plays before getting into the better half of the card, I guess.
100%. I definitely think Belmont at the moment, more than ever, while we all love our pre-post bets, it really is a great opportunity to wait and use the exchange later in the day, because there is such strong biases and lanes developing at Belmont. So we'll get a good read early with some very poor horses. But Daniel, I just want to quickly discuss one in race 2, which we'll kick off. I don't know if you have a huge interest here, as I sort of do. I really like in race 2, we're talking about the mile here for the maidens, the West Speed Platinum Maiden. Really like what I've seen from Tick Along thus far this campaign. Mitchell Pateman goes on for Hannah Fitzgerald, who I don't think has got much out of the horse whatsoever to date. It doesn't need to improve much with Mitch going on for Hannah, but pretty confident it will. If you go back to Tick Along's trial, which is quite amazing now, before he first and second up outing, beat home Enduring Moment, Warbler, All on Black, Cape Rain, and We Own a Brute. 4 of those are won, and Enduring Moment's probably been stiff not to jag a pretty good maiden on a Saturday a couple of times. So I've marked Tick Along 330. He's currently $5. Mitch has the choice to lead, breeze, just sit off him. He should be in the first 4. There's not much in this, so I'm really, really happy at $5 as one of my better bets of the day to have a bit of a whack.
Fair enough. Hard to argue. Obviously a good jockey change. In saying that, Hannah got it to the breeze last start, so it wasn't like she was a moral beat.
I didn't feel the horse ever went for her. She was getting shifted in on, what was outside of her? Might have been a lay even. And she just never got that much out of the horse. Mitch really rides him out. He's a strong hands and heels jockey, so I think it's just a grinder, so I think it needs that type of jockey on top.
Good luck. I just can't catch the trainer, especially away from Pinjarra, so
I'm still going to keep trying.
I'll be staying out.
I'd love to see my Brett Bloom stats on. Gee whiz.
I think I had a look this morning actually. As soon as you said you wanted to mention race 2, I knew who you'd be on with the jockey change, and Brett Pope in the last 3 years minus 33% POT away from Pinjarra. So, and mine would be a lot worse than that, trust me.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, anyway.
Race 3, I've got no real interest in that one. You're happy skipping past?
Yep.
Chili is Hot race. Yep. Chili is Hot, good name for a horse, by the way. Race 4, over the journey here. I am pretty keen on one. Do you like anything here?
I do. It's
the same one, isn't it?
It is. Not not really my
My
staying
type.
races are.
You say this every week,
I
and you
know,
tip
I
one
know.
every week just about. Prince Turbo, not really my
Oh,
type.
when you have an 8-race card with 2 maidens, you can do the form for something.
Yeah.
So, no, I really like this race. Yeah, keen on Gonna Go. Thought his last 3 runs now have been huge for all different reasons, and especially last start, we thought Montalina was a good thing last Saturday, and Gonna Go really stretched.
Stacked like it was a good thing.
Yeah,
too,
it was,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Traded high $1.40s late on the exchange.
Yep.
Yeah, the even money we were asking for was a little bit ambitious, I noticed.
Oh, well, you don't ask, you don't get.
No, exactly right.
Yeah, pushed Montalina, which I think is definitely the best form reference in this race. Mitch jumps back on, backs up off 7 days. A bit of a sign of intent from the stable. Really think he has a superior form lines, and hard to make a case against him. In saying that, I got a bit excited this morning when the local agency went up for $5. The 2 high 2s available at the time we're recording now aren't as enticing. I've marked him $2.90, but was pretty keen to plays, which is around that price. What about yourself?
Yeah, I got him $2.20. Comfortably the best bet of the day, I think. I love Mitch going on as well. Horse flies for Mitch. Carries weight really well. I haven't got the numbers in front of me. I think he's carried to victory his last 2, 60, and then maybe 61.5, 62. So he really carries weight well. So this is just markedly easier, I think. Double digit. Bonneville Black look the main dangers, and I think he's got a bit of a class edge on those 2. Bonneville Black, if Matty rides this aggressively and makes use of the 51.5, I think he could be pretty difficult to catch. But yeah, I'm really happy to get involved with Gonna Go. Would love to see a bit more triple your money late.
Yeah, I'd disagree with you on that Bonneville Black. I'm happy to take on that form line with Throwdown. The one I thought was the danger, it doesn't win out of turn, but come up above my price as well, was Maserati.
Doesn't win.
Just doesn't win. Last start, I thought he got held up at a pretty crucial time. He got stuck on the back of the big show, had been wide, and that was when Double Digit and Prince Turbo was sort of on the march, and because he was racing the 72 plus out of his grade, he drops back to a 66 plus, actually meets double digit, 4.5 kilos better at the weights, and I reckon he probably should have beaten that horse last start, who is now on Saturday shorter than him in the market. So yeah, he was the one that came up second pick in my market, and if I play Gonna Go, I'll be definitely saving on Maserati at close to double figures.
Yep. I can completely understand that, but yeah, pretty keen. Gonna Go.
Yeah.
Race 5. Nothing. Not really too keen on a bet here, but tell you what, this will be probably the most interesting 10 metres of the day. Watching this will test your get out the gates or not get out of the gates. What did you think of the trial? What happened there? I actually wanted to get a hold and wanted to find out.
The more I've thought about it, the more I like this trial. I think, obviously missed the kick, but I actually did a little bit of digging, and from what Dane, the manager,
I was just about to say, I wanted to ask Dane.
Yeah, so
I pulled back on what I was saying.
No, Mitch thought that the reason why he missed the kick was an anomaly and it won't happen again. He just wasn't ready in the gates. It wasn't actually the horse's fault. From Dane. So
big mail.
Yeah, but in
breaking news.
But so the reason I like the trial was because
at Cripper 92 for when it misses it by 7, and you've done your ass at $1.60 by the way.
The reason I like this horse has got so much ability, chock full of ability, but definitely had head issues last prep, mental issues. I liked how it missed a kick in a trial but didn't pull its head off, and actually won pretty well by taking a sit. So I reckon it shows me that she might have come back obviously bigger and stronger, but also better between the ears.
Yep. Yeah, she's without doubt the best horse in this play. I mean, they were talking lightnings after she won her second, weren't they? Taking her over Eastern down the straight at Flemington. But look, she's clearly a very talented horse. But geez, I wouldn't be diving in there on $1.50 with your money, mate. That's if she bungles a start and she's back last over the 1,000. No matter how good you are, it's very difficult to win from there. Yeah. So. Yeah, interesting watch. If she starts really thin, I'm talking $1.40 thin, and we get some prices the others, I'd love to back Excellent Dream each way, even money plus a place. I like Chloe going on for Vic. I thought the effort's midweek. Been ridden against Patton a little bit when just taking a sit. I think it's about a horse being allowed to jump and roll and run. So if you can get out to, I mean, the $5-6 isn't going to get me at the moment, but if we can get out to something closer to $10, $2 the whole, I'd be happy speculating on a horse like Excellent Dream each way, but not overly keen, mate.
Nah, I've marked this will test you at $1.50. Definitely won't be taking her on. Happy to.
$2.
Little $2.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Want to have a side bet?
Yeah. No, I don't. No, I actually don't. There might be a side text coming though. I'll have a carton with you.
Yeah, okay, done.
Yeah, I'll have a carton with you.
Right.
I know I'm taking Grace Unders here, but
Yeah.
I love it. I love being the underdog story. One of my favourites.
We'll sort that out next week. So yeah, this will test you. Looking forward to seeing the return of her, and think she'll be winning. Not much more to add.
No, race 6, the feature race of the day, the Idyllic Prince Stakes, and this is really, it's really about whether you forgive here. Free Trade was backed as if unbeatable. First up, went dog shit, went absolutely horribly. I'm probably leaning to the forgive camp, but the market is just a complete no-play race for me at the moment. You got anything stronger?
Nah, not really. Yeah, like you said, very disappointing first up. He will improve because he's a class horse, and Michael Lane's
Trust the stable.
good. Yeah, good
How far's
trainer.
Kira away from getting the rod?
Chris Parnham's flying at the moment,
He
so I
is
wouldn't
flying.
have thought she'd be that close.
He's
but
actually riding incredibly at the moment.
yeah,
isn't he?
yeah, no, he deserves that ride. So, in saying that, I actually not took Free Trade on, but thought he was short first up, and a few people would have raised their eyebrows at my assessed price of around $3 when he went around $1.60, but
Just a gentle way of reminding
Yeah.
everyone that you're taking him on that day as
Who-
well. I
who's
like that.
laughing
Just
now?
a little.
so again marked him
Should have a card on
$3
that though.
$3 on Saturday. He's low twos at the moment. Definitely won't be backing him, but finding it hard to take him on. The one that came up slight overs in my market was Dance Music.
Yeah.
Thought she was a bit disappointing at the start of her last prep, but Simon Miller came out and said that he just didn't have her right, and then she really hit her straps as they got deeper into that campaign. Trial was good. Couple of concerns. First up, 1300. Also, as much as Chloe suits the horse, she's still an apprentice that doesn't get to claim in a non-claiming race,
Yep.
which is, don't know, when you got CJP doesn't have a ride in the race, which would have been a nice
Good loyalty from the
replacement.
stable.
Yeah, it is.
isn't
Nah, I like that.
It's good loyalty from the stable. Horse does go pretty nice for her, but
Yeah.
yeah, at this stage can't really suggest much at the current price. See if you can get what $4.50 will get you into Dance Music, will it?
Yeah, I'd probably have something small
Yeah.
on, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like taking on a horse like Free Trade, especially when I like the owners. They're a good bunch of guys. I don't really want to be cheering against them. Interesting to see
Yeah,
how.
good to see you've still got a heart somewhere in there as well.
Interesting to see how Great Shot comes back off a tendon. Thought his trial was pretty average, and he's not getting any shorter in the tooth, is he?
No, mate, Great Shot's a horse that always trials well. So to can't see Great Shot come back off an injury like that and trial poorly, beaten by a sort of Class 3, Class 4 horse pretty comfortably and not really hit the line with any gusto. That's a concern, but hopefully we see a good run from Great Shot. Yeah, it feels to me like it could be a trap race. If Free Trade doesn't come back and doesn't show up again, and Dance Music, as Crip said, has to be some query at the 1300 mark. There isn't much else in this. I think a horse like Flow can run a race at 50 to 1 late in the exchange, but that's me really desperate for a bet. So it goes for Mitch. So I've got a real Mitch flavour.
Yeah.
Mitch Payton flavour. So anyway, race 7. Race 7 is over the... I've just lost my screen here, Crip. What are we at?
Over the 1400, we have Rationale on top in the early markets at around $2.80.
That's a bit short, I reckon. False Statement's just come out as well about an hour ago, which is quite disappointing.
You like that, did you?
Did like False Statement, yeah. I thought it mapped brilliantly to either kick up and lead or grab the back of Super Territoria. But now Super Territoria really should be given the top here. There's no real other speed in this. Could you find anything to challenge it for the...
Nah, I had it mapped False Statement leading, Super Territoria outside. Super Territoria is actually a horse I don't mind. It's such an underrated galloper. I think it's about $5.50, $6 at the moment.
Well above mine.
It'll definitely start longer than that, I would have thought.
Definitely.
I reckon.
Where does the money come? Rationale, I'm big on taking horses on second up lengthy spells. This is a 400 odd day spell second up here. So I'm going to be taking on Rationale at the 270. But I don't know where the money comes here. I just think people look at this map. If we're getting it, especially in the true spot, if we're seeing a nice hot rail, there could be some strength to the support, but I guess the pattern of the day will really determine that.
I just can't imagine it getting back. It's like really is a bread
Isn't
and
a
butter
combo, is it?
provincial horse. But its last run was almost a career best. They got caught deep on
Hot
they went
tempo.
silly, like
Yeah.
almost 10 lengths quicker than benchmark, and really stuck on and was sort of grabbed by Crystal Daneable horses, who's actually in the race, but don't think it will be repeating that flash in the pan run anytime soon.
They'll go below bench here and they won't suit it.
Yeah, I marked Rationale favourite. Thought the weight of money first up suggested it was probably, they thought it was going quite good at home. Said it was close. So Barry 1, it'll be interesting to see where Joey gets to from Barry 1 because sometimes horses that get back from wide gates, just don't have that gate speed to settle handy from the good draw. He's 3-back fence, there might be some risk in that, but yeah, she deserved to be favourite. Super Territoria, we out in front, doing its thing. The one who I reckon is a big improver is Abbey Lane. Not much luck when back to 1,000 last start. Gets the Clint Johnson Porter on, who's dead set flying at the moment, up to a suitable distance. It can definitely run a race at each way odds.
Agree. They're actually 1-2 in my market. As you know, opinionated wanker, so I took on Rationale when I quoted them. But yeah, I'll be backing Super T and saving on Abbey Lane, who I agree with Crit will be improving big time from that first up run up to the 1400.
Yep.
Big jockey change too, isn't it? CJP and Chris are absolutely flying at the moment.
Yeah, so
it's quite incredible. Race 8. This is arguably probably the most exciting race of the day. We're all looking forward to watching this. Will test you. Try to jump, and as we're trying to swat away all the flies out here, and should have cleaned up some of the dogs there, shouldn't I? But this is a cracking race. I reckon you're going to be of the opinion. Well, are you going to be of the opinion we've got dreams can cross me a Dolce?
Oh, for sure.
You're big on that.
We've got dreams will lead this race.
You reckon we'll find the rail?
Yep.
All right, 2 cartons.
Done.
All right, has to find the rail.
One for this will test you, one on finding the rail.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Yeah. I shouldn't have made the This will test you one. I don't like that. Yeah, that was a poor one. Yeah, I think Mia Dolce will be desperate to kick up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You think this is just quicker over the first 100?
Yeah.
All right, I'm really interested to see what does occur here. But your map's integral, because if we've got Dreams Crossing, then you've probably got Cliffs of Comfort in the breeze.
Yep.
Okay. Be interesting, because you've also got Don's Legacy underneath, who I don't think goes as quick, but it's carrying 51 with Christie on. The instructions will be...
Yeah, I thought Don's Legacy might be... Oh, we'll get to it, but it might be a bit of a fly in the ointment horse for your speed humps theory, I reckon. I'm guessing straight away from looking at the speed, you'll be looking at some stick sprinters to bet around. So, what, Narodio, $11 chance, isn't it?
Yeah. They went up $11 this morning. Which was probably a little bit generous. I don't think we're going to see too much more of the 11. But look, I'm really hoping Mia Dolce holds up. For the sake, I don't want to buy a second carton for Crip next week mainly. But also, I think if that does occur, we've got Dreams Breezes, Cliffs of Comforts 3 deep. There's a few other speed horses in it. It's going to be really messy up top. We haven't even discussed the Naconia, on its day can really ping and jump. But I don't think it'll go with those. But I'm just saying on its day, it's all a sort of split second thing out of the big steel gate. So. Yeah. I just think it'll be nicely set up for a horse like Silken Ice, 3-back defence, Narodio, probably on the outside of Silken Ice, close to it. And then a horse like Why Choose Her, who'll go around late in the exchange at 40-1. Blinkers go back to the 1,000. Run 2 starts ago was huge, alongside Silken Ice, Cliffs of Comfort. And if you're looking for something mad in the last, if you've had a real tough day, it might be Why Choose Her.
Did you find a reason to forgive Why Choose Her last start?
Not really, no. I found a reason to forgive Silken Ice. I think Silken Ice was ridden a little bit aggressively, never was happy under Sean O'Donnell, so really like Chris Parnham going on, as we've alluded to. He's flying at the moment, but no, Why Choose Her, I'm going to get the price to not have a reason, if that makes sense.
I'm not forgiving moods, pretty easy.
Exactly right. So look, at the prices, I'm able to sort of play with my markets. I'm able to play all 3. Silken Ice probably the main result. Narodio won't lose in the race, and Why Choose Her will be cricket score odds late. So I'll be looking at playing the 3, but I'm not jumping out my skin type thing. If you get the map right, then we've got Dreams and Cliffs of Comfort. It can be really hard to run down and fight it out in front. So I think Mia Dolce holds the key to the race.
Yeah, well, I do think we've got Dreams will be leading. So the one I'm at Narodio favourite, $4. The key here, I reckon, is obviously, as I said, my market, we've got Dreams leading, Mia Dolce, box seating. Mm-hmm. Will Narodio get the 1-1, or will a horse like Don's Legacy take its spot?
Don's is far quicker over the first 100 metres.
So Narodio might be on the back of Don's.
Or stopping, you think? Yeah, there's a big chance. If that map eventuates how you've said, I do think that Cliffs and We've Got Dreams will be 2 very good front runners. If Joey and Chloe, 2 as a parties, cannot cook each other out in front, that'll be super hard to run down. So have you got a lean?
Narodio. Are you taking Cliffs of Comfort on? Yep. Do you think the drop back to 1,000 is a huge
I don't like the drop back to 1,000. I've got a 3 deep for trip as well.
Yeah.
I think Cliffs of Comfort's a super horse, but the map looks sticky. So one thing I do want to say with this race, guys, and our carton bet will be void, is they'll be able to see, the trainers will be able to see how much speed's in this race, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some scratchings So beware and redo your maps on Saturday morning once you've seen the scratchings, because they would be integral. The moment Mia Dolce is scratched, I'd probably want to scrap my 3-horse play completely. The moment clips that come, it just changes everything. So check your maps on Saturday morning.
Fair enough. Don't have too much more to add to that.
No, not much overly exciting there. So best bets of the day. What do we got?
Yeah, gonna go.
Gonna go?
Yeah, but in saying that, I'm not diving into the current price at 270. I'll be waiting on the day and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Gonna go, and hopefully, if odds allow, Maserati as a saver.
Just going to go for me as my best. A clear standout just over Mitch's maiden. Tick along in race 2, but really keen on going to go just being better than him, I reckon.
Yeah,
so.
fair enough. Another pretty thin card when you've got 8 races and 2 maidens. It's, I think we all got 6 weeks to Ascot now, so I think everyone's just really just battling away and just trying to hold out until then. So
it's a holding.
At least we've got the Kalgoorlie round to look forward to before that, and then we'll be back.
Yeah, exactly right. I can't wait for the Kalgoorlie round this Squally.
Yeah.
Well, boys, we're sending the State of Origin lads. We're going on a little bit of a collective minds camp this week to try to.
I don't like this negative attitude. We've had
I'm moving to positivity. I'm moving to positivity.
We've had 2 seconds. We are this far away from ripping this competition.
We're coming
to shreds,
hard,
so look out.
Shane Curlio and all the rest of the lads on there. So look for our bets on Saturday. Hashtag Betfair Origin. Get involved. A lot of fun. WA will lift. Anything close to 250 is good shopping now for WA, I reckon. You're going to get a bit of an inflated price.
$1.40.
We've drifted a little for the $1.40. We certainly have. But
the way we're going, we might even have to lay. This will test you to place just to
I actually
hope that the unexcusable happens, that he misses the kick by 5, and we get, would that be 20 units in the bank?
And a carton of
some
nice craft beer as well, I reckon. So, all right, guys, good luck on the weekend.
Yeah. What do we say again?
Gamble
well and gamble responsibly.